Hi, welcome to Camglish.com. I'm teacher Emmy and I'm going to be your teacher in learning the English language easily. The title of our book is Classroom English. This is a practical guide to teaching English through English. Now our discussion will start from page 218. Okay, so on this page you can see that we're already on part 8 on our book, English for Teaching Vocabulary. So these are some of the overview of the topics that we're going to discuss throughout the videos. Okay, so for lesson 69 we have here teaching words through objects. 70 is teaching words through guessing. 71 is word puzzle. 72 is checking answers for word puzzle. 73 is crossword puzzle. 74 is checking answers for crossword puzzle. 75 is word game 1. 76 is word game 2. 77 is guessing the meaning of a word from context. 78 is finding the meaning of a word with a dictionary. 79 is guessing the meaning of a word with word analysis. Now let's start with lesson 69. Okay, we have here lesson 69 is teaching words through objects. Now we have here the teacher's language. The first one is let's learn a new word. What's this in Korean? How do you say in English? It's called a map. Okay? Again, these are sentences that has something to do with teaching words through objects. Okay? Now let's see that in dialogue form. We have here a very short dialogue starting with the teacher speaking. Let's learn a new word. And then showing the class a map. What's this in Korean? And then the students answered, Teacher now, how do you say in English? Students, no response. Teacher, it's called a map. Repeat, map. Students, map. Teacher, very good. Okay, now let's study the other expressions. Number 1 is let's learn a new word. We could also use here's a new word, or if it's in a question form, would you like to learn a new word? Okay. Number 2 we have what's this in Korean? What's the Korean word for this? Or what's the name of this in Korean? So you could use either of those sentences or questions. Number 3 we have here how do you say in English? Or what's in it in English? What's the English word for? Can you tell me what is in English? Or do you know what is called in English? Okay. Number 4, it's called a map. In English, it's a map, or the English word for it is map. And number 5, we have here repeat map or say map. Together, map. Now you say it, map, or let's say it together, map. Okay? And you could also check here below the Korean translation of the very short dialogue that we've just read. Now let's go to the next lesson, lesson number 70. We have here teaching words through guessing this time. Okay? So here are some of the teacher's language. The first one is, here's a new word, birdcage. Can you guess what it means? I'll give you a clue. I'll give you another clue. Okay? Now let's see that in a dialogue part. We have here the teacher is pre-teaching some of the vocabulary from the text. The teacher said, here's a new word, birdcage. Can you guess what it means? Students, no response. Teacher, nobody? Well, we know that bird means don't we? Students, Teacher, right. Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's where birds live. And then the student 1 said, okay, teacher again. No, I'll give you another clue. It's like a house. And then student 2 said, okay, and the teacher said, right, the Korean word for birdcage is... Okay, so that's the end of the dialogue part. Now let's see the other expressions this time. So for number 1, we have the question, can you guess what it means? Okay, the teacher could also use the question, who can guess what it means? Or can anyone guess what it means? Okay, number 2, we have here, I'll give you a clue. Here's a clue. Or let me give you a clue. Or would you like a clue in a question form? Okay. Number 3, I'll give you another clue. Here's another clue. Let's try another clue. Or if it's in a question form, do you want another clue? Okay, so that's very simple. Now you can check here again the Korean translation of the dialogue part. So that will be all for this lesson and for this video. Thank you for listening again. I'm Teacher Emmy. See you in our next video lesson. Goodbye.